Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I made a memory about your dad. He's in a book. Whoa, whoa. He has a history of skimming past all the pages of ageless confessional shit.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So Jace and Dedeker, how are we doing today?
We're doing so good.
So good.
I just bought some new slacks at Lululemon, and I'm really excited.
I know. It's
about
funny
it.
because that's not the place that you really buy slacks normally, but
I know, right?
I saw it on your Amazon wish list. I didn't buy them for you.
I definitely see a future where I just saw this weird melding in my mind of a few years ago there were all these Christian blog posts about how women shouldn't be wearing yoga pants to church or ever really.
Right, yeah, because it's too tempting for men.
But then there was this particular female Christian blogger who responded by being like, well, if that's the case, then men need to stop wearing like really sharp tailored suits to church because they look really dashing and attractive. And then, you know, so they're tempting me, so they need to stop wearing that shit to church.
Well, I'm planning to tempt you with my Lululemon slacks.
That's the thing is now it's like a weird combination of like nice fitting slacks, but also made by Lululemon. Also, you could do yoga in them if you want. And so basically we need to kick you out of church, Jace.
Well, geez. Yeah.
He hasn't been going, so I guess he's been kicked out already?
Well, now you can dedefinitely not go if you're going to wear those Lululemon shirts. Are they making shirts now?
No, I mean, yes, they also make shirts, but yeah. As funny as I was having a conversation today with a coworker, and she was talking about one of her daughters was like going on this rant to her about Adam and Eve in the Bible and how like Eve got blamed for everything and Adam got off scot-free, and her mom's like...
Right.
And her mom telling me of this story was like, and I didn't know. I was like, oh, I thought I just know the basics. And she's like, and my daughter was like, Mom, these are the basics.
Whoa.
And I was just like, yeah, that's what we talk about on our podcast. True. If you want to know that stuff too, you should give it a listen.
Right? That's awesome.
Look at you spreading the good word.
I know, I was spreading the good word of the podcasts.
Well, speaking of words, do we remember what kind of words happened last time?
Emily's making a face.
Emily's making the most contorted face I've ever seen her make.
Oh, no. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Aaron died.
Yes.
It was sad. He did something, not really sure what it was. I'm still confused about that. I was relaying this message to my partner. I was like, do you remember when Aaron died? And he was like, no. And I was like, well,
we didn't either,
he did. I didn't really understand why he did. He did something bad, like not even that big of a deal. Like the golden calf was way worse, but he did something bad. And then they stripped off all his clothes and gave it to Eleazar.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Wow.
Well done. I couldn't have done that. Wow.
They gave it to Eleazar, and then he, I guess, died of exposure up there on a mountain, and that was that.
Yeah, we were unclear on whether he died of exposure or he just happened to die of old age at that time.
You're right.
What.
In the bonus episode, we were like, what did he die of? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't learn anything really spectacular about this. So,
it was related to Moses striking the rock instead of speaking to the rock. And
God forbid.
Yeah,
Clearly.
God forbid indeed.
Yes.
God forbid. And, well,
and we also, in the bonus
too bad.
content, we talked a lot about soap because there was that weird, burn this cow and then take the ashes and put some water in it and then sprinkle it. And we talked a lot about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
I feel caught up.
Great.
Yeah. Perfect.
What you drinking?
I'm just drinking some Bullet bourbon right now. Just on the rocks.
What? You're drinking Bullet bourbon?
Yeah.
I'm drinking Bullet bourbon too.
That's such a weird coincidence that I poured it for you. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Wow. Well, I'm having a lovely rosé because I'm a basic millennial. And
that's a weird flex, but okay.
Sorry, no, I'm kidding. I'm laughing at myself. No, I walked into the liquor store and I was like, what do I want? just want some rosé. It's not going to stain my Invisalign liners, which I just put in a new one today. So you know what? This wine is helping with the pain of the Invisalign aligners today.
Yeah, the new ones are always painful.
Yeah, that was the thing that was always lacking when I had braces as a child. You couldn't drink the pain away, really.
That's true, yeah. That is a good reason for having braces as an adult.
Yeah, you know what? And honestly, so many people have them. It is astounding. When you have them, you know what to look for in other people.
Right.
And I swear everybody has them. But anyways, this is an Edna Vineyards rosé.
Right.
Edna, like your grandmother.
Right.
Your granny Edna.
Uh-huh.
It's her vineyards. Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that at some point later when someone else maybe has Invisalign and they're like, oh, it's really painful, like how did you get through it? And you're like, well, the Bible really helped me get through it.
No, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that I drank while reading the Bible, and that really helped me get through it.
Oh, Emily, I have a great story for you, actually.
Okay.
The other day, I took a Lyft or an Uber ride. I forget which it was. And my driver's name was Gad, spelled G-A-D.
Oh, geez. Were you like, oh my gosh, hey, Sir Gad?
No, I got in the car. I was like, hey, is it Gad? Did I pronounce that right? And he's like, yeah, a lot of people get it wrong and think it's pronounced.
What did they say?
Well, they think it's like God or something like that.
God.
Jad.
Yeah.
God.
Or Jad, whatever. And I was like, oh, it's a biblical name. As it's a biblical name, right? And he's like, oh, no, that's like a lot of people pronounce it that way. And I'm like, no, like one of Jacob's sons, Joseph's brother. And he's like, oh, wow, yeah, you know your Bible. A lot of Americans don't know their Bible. So it's like, I sure do.
You're like, trust me, I know, but we went through your entire story, so...
I'm like, I know all about you, buddy. Anyway, fun times.
So what are we
knowledge.
diving into today?
Today I'm diving in to Numbers 21 and 22. Only 2 chapters today.
What? No.
Who's going to be reading them today?
You're going to read the first one, Jace.
Okay.
And you're going to read the second one, Emily. And I'm just going to sit here and drink this bullet bourbon.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Please speak up and, chime
I will.
in.
Don't worry. I'll still bring the sass. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
I'm sure. Of course. That's what you do best.
All right. As we get started, we want to remind everybody to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen to us in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time.
And with that, Numbers 21. The Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in the south, heard tell that Israel came by the way of Atharim, and he fought against Israel and took some of them captive.
Okay, already one verse, so much action in one verse. I'm
Right?
loving it.
Yeah, this is
And I
great.
realized
that was like 3 separate verbs that happened.
Yes, and I realized I was on the what was the NIV, and I was like, wait, this
Gotta
isn't
switch that over.
Get off of that to our good
Yep,
friend.
we're
World
done.
English.
We're good. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So
Fought against it and took some of them captive, and he lived in the south. Okay. Yes. 3
that's
verses.
a good
There you
recap.
go.
I like that. Yeah. Israel vowed a vow to Yahweh and said, "If you will indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities."
Wait, this is Jacob?
No, this
I
is
know, right?
now
That's confusing.
Israel
Wait,
as
it's
a
not
nation.
Dedeker. Why not?
Because Jacob's dead.
Yes.
Is he?
Long time ago.
He's been dead for so
Generations.
long.
But we've talked about him.
Oh, sure. We've talked about a lot of people who
Yeah.
are dead, but they're still dead.
This is a weird using Israel in the
It is
singular, though.
yeah, it is a little bit out of context. We should definitely write that down as a note and submit it to the World English Bible people.
Yeah, you're right.
Ah,
Good
yeah, I
call.
forgot about that. Last thing we did. Yeah.
Okay, who's taking those notes? Is that anyone?
Oh, you're
Am I-
serious?
Oh yeah. Okay, someone at home take notes and email
Every
them to
time we
us.
say take notes.
Yeah, email them to info@drunkbiblestudy.com.
No, why don't you just email them directly? Just directly to the source.
Yeah, you're right.
Go listen to
Yeah.
that bonus episode.
That's-
Find
yeah.
the contact information. It'll be
Yeah.
great.
All right.
For sure.
Yahweh listened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites.
Oh, well.
Uber Eats.
Lovely.
Ding
Wow.
dong.
and
Thanks.
they utterly destroyed them and their cities.
Whoa.
And the name of the place was called Hormah.
But really, though, who is Israel if he's listening to the voice of it? Is it all of them?
It's got to be the collective voice of Israel.
Yeah, it must be.
Yeah.
It
But
is
a lot
real
of
weird
them, like-
shift here. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are really, angry at God.
That's true. But he doesn't care as long as you're winning battles.
But I feel like God kind of
Okay.
like cowed them into submission by taking out Aaron and then also all the plagues and you know,
Yeah.
Jeez.
really
Lots of it.
and the burning up a bunch of people and you know, there were lots of ways that Yahweh was like, listen, don't even sass. Okay.
Don't sass it. Okay.
They journeyed from Mount Hor by the way to the Red Sea to encompass the land of Edom. And the
Wait,
soul
just to compass, not even encompass.
Yeah, just to compass it.
to compass, yeah.
Yeah.
like to have a compass and like try to figure yourself out.
Yeah, you know, they had to walk around it and make sure which way was north in all spots. And so
I'm not joshing you right now. I'm like asking, is that the case?
No, I don't think so. You want to look up a translation here? We can see what some other books say. Some other books also of the Bible. Let's see. Oh, interesting. It seems like it means to go around,
I see.
like to avoid it.
So the way that the needle goes around
Yeah.
the compass.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard that word used that way.
Okay, so they're going
that should be
around-
that's a good note to send.
They're
About the
going
translation.
around the land of Edom.
Right. Yeah. All of these are like they're going around it. They're bypassing it. They're taking a detour around it.
Okay.
Okay.
Something like that. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Cool. All right. I would not have gotten that at all. So I'm glad we looked that up.
Yeah.
Okay. So they journeyed from Mount Hor by the way to the Red Sea to compass the land of Edom, meaning go around it. And the soul of the people was much discouraged because of the way.
Because they had to go
course
this
they
really
were.
roundabout way.
Yeah.
It's like when two freeways are
just
shut
because of
down
that.
and you're just like,
I get why God is a little annoyed by them. I really do.
They are.
It doesn't
real
mean
whiners.
that he
It's true.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that he should be like killing people left and right, but I do get his annoyance at the very least.
Yeah. I want to start using compass though in this way.
and
Be
just
like, oh, there's some
Okay.
everyone
There's
around
some traffic up ahead. Let's compass it by going around on this other street or something like that. It'll be great.
Okay.
Oh boy. The people spoke against
you.
God.
Oh, no.
Against
No.
God.
How
Whoa.
do we
also
wait,
not
God?
Yahweh. God. Gosh.
Yeah, it
this
must-
is just
I'm
full of
sure
surprises.
okay, I'm sure that was a typo.
No, I bet that's intentional. I bet this is a different Hebrew word and that's why they use God instead
okay,
of
all right.
because that's one of those things these translations that are the slightly more literalish ones tend to be very strict about is like which English word matches which Hebrew word.
Well, what's the what's the difference between the two?
Well, there's like 500 different Hebrew words for God.
Yeah.
Bear in mind.
Not 500, but there's a lot. Yes.
Okay.
Emily takes everything you say literally, so you got to be careful with
Okay,
that.
fine.
sort of
I
thing.
want to keep reading the Bible is the thing.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Okay.
The people spoke against God and against Moses. Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness?
Okay.
Oh, we've heard this one before.
Yeah.
For there is no bread and there is no water, and our soul loathes this light bread.
What? This
Meaning
light
like
bread?
the
This low carb
like
bread.
gluten-free
crap.
bread.
Yeah.
It's awful.
like this light Coke. We hate it.
Yahweh sent fiery serpents.
Okay, hang on. Hang on. There's
Dang.
not even a period of intercession. Normally, up until this point, it's usually been like Moses having to go to Yahweh and be like, okay, I know they're really annoying.
He's done
They're-
by now.
They're really getting under my skin too, but just lighten up, just take it easy.
You know
No,
what?
it's
His brother died. He's freaking over
That's
it.
true.
That's
It's
true.
instantly they're like, hey, we don't like this light bread, and Yahweh's like, fiery
Fire
serpents.
serpents.
Dang, I want to know
So-
what these fiery serpents look like. That's awesome.
Yeah, we should make a note of that to
And
look
they
up for
bit
bonus.
the people.
So Yahweh sent fiery serpents among the people, and they bit the people, and much people of Israel died.
Oh.
These
Much.
Charmanders just ran all around biting people and killing
Excuse
them.
me. No, not Charmanders.
What? Isn't that the fiery one?
Yeah,
Yes,
that-
but it's not. But there's no like fire serpent in Pokemon. Fine.
not yet.
It's like a fire dragon. Yeah. That I know.
Well, but I wonder if they're kind of using serpent and dragon a little bit interchangeably.
yeah, maybe
here.
it could have been just some kind of reptile, a fiery reptile, which in which case it totally could be a Charmander.
I'm looking up.
Different things.
Wow. So in
What?
these in these other translations here, some of them say fiery serpents and others say poisonous snakes.
Oh. Huh.
And I wonder
See,
if
that would be more of a, what is it? What, Dedeker, what's the snake?
What is the snake?
Yeah, in Pokemon.
Ekans? Ekans and
it would be
Arbok.
an Ekans. Yeah, in an Arbok.
Okay, so depending on what your headcanon is, it's either a Charmander or an Ekans.
Okay. Perfect.
Maybe an Arbok because, it's a big cobra thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Boy. All right. So much people died.
Much people.
The people came to Moses like they do.
People.
And said, "We have sinned because we have spoken against Yahweh and against you. Prayed to Yahweh that he..." Oh boy, I just lost my spot.
That he take away
the serpents from us. So they're like still hanging out.
They're
too.
still
The
covered in serpents.
yeah.
They're just like all wrapped around their bodies, falling out of their sleeves.
I love that, like, Moses is like, I'm not going to talk to Yahweh. I'm just going to pray for you. Good luck.
Yeah. So pray to Yahweh that he take away the serpents from us. Moses prayed for the people. Yahweh said to Moses, "Make you a fiery serpent and set it on a standard."
What?
Like on a
flag,
pole.
I guess.
Yeah.
Like on a,
Yeah.
like a bannerman kind of situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it shall happen that everyone who is bitten, when he sees it, shall live. You're still going to get bitten by snakes. You just won't die from
It's
it.
going to suck, but, you'll live. Goodness.
I'm sorry. I know this is a lot of looking up translations, but
I remember this story. I remember learning this story.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
See, okay, Jace, I'm sorry. I have to say that Dedeker remembers a lot more of the Bible than you do. And you were the
for
one
sure.
that was supposed to go to seminary.
Yeah, no. Well, because Dedeker went to like Bible study and Christian school when
You didn't?
longer than I did. Like I stopped going.
Oh.
I stopped going much younger than she did, and also I'm older, so it's been more years since then. So
All right, well, touche. I'll give you that one.
But of these translations here, some of these are talking about. Some of them say to make a metal snake and put it on a pole,
What?
and anyone who looks at it will not die from the serpents. Some just say make a snake or make a fiery serpent, but there's a number of translations
So
that
Moses
say make a
is like
metal
breaking
serpent.
out the Play-Doh. Just, I'm going to make a snake. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Moses. Oh, here we go. Moses made a serpent of brass and set it on the standard. And it happened that if a serpent had bitten any man, when he looked at the serpent of brass, he lived.
What about the people who didn't get that memo? They died.
If they're way too far in the back, then yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
get.
exactly. Jeez.
You got to rush in to get
Too
to
bad.
see that serpent.
Yeah.
What if it's
Oh,
like only for
for
as long as you're looking at it, and as soon as you look away, you die?
So they just have to carry it around and everyone has to look at it for the rest of their lives?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like a bum deal right there.
The children of Israel journeyed and encamped in Oboth. They journeyed from Oboth and encamped in Lebarim.
Oh boy.
Lebarim.
Lebarim.
Lebarim. Lebarim. It's
Lebarim.
somewhere in Ireland. In Lebarim, in the wilderness, which is before Moab, toward the sunrise. From there they journeyed and encamped in the valley of Zered. From there they journeyed and encamped on the other side of the Arnon, which is in the wilderness, that comes out of the border of the Amorites. For the Arnon is the border of Moab, between Moab and the Amorites. Okay. I hope we all really took inventory of that. And
Nope.
No,
Not
I'm
even
far
a
too
little
reliant
bit.
on Google Maps these days. I just have no
Right.
memory for these things.
Exactly. I agree.
Okay. Well, I guess probably what's important, though, is just that we're now in Arnon, on the other side of
Okay.
Arnon, which is at the border between Moab and the Amorites. Right?
Okay.
Therefore, Therefore, it
Therefore.
is said in the book of the wars of Yahweh.
What book is that?
I thought that was this book.
Might as well be.
I'm going to copy
Goodness.
that to look up for the bonus
Okay.
content.
The Book of the Wars of Yahweh.
Yeah. The book of the wars of Yahweh, Veheb in Sufa, the valleys of the Arnon, the slope of the valleys, that inclines toward the
That capital.
It's capitalized, yeah. That inclines toward the dwelling of Ar. Leans,
Land of pirates.
leans on the border of Moab.
I'm sorry, who decided to capitalize
those.
that in leans?
That's really weird.
Probably some kind of the beat poet who's also working on the World English Bible, I presume.
Yeah, I
Cool.
see. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, there was a place
oh.
called what?
Yeah. This is perfect for drunk Bible study. And from there, they journeyed to Beer.
Love it.
That's correct.
Yum.
It's spelled Beer.
Loving it.
Just
Hell
like
yeah.
that. Beer.
Hell yeah.
That is the well whereof Yahweh said to Moses, gather the people together, and I will give them water.
Did he mean water? Did
Or
he mean
beer.
I think he meant beer.
Yeah, I think he meant bear.
Maybe
for
this is
sure.
where the word beer comes from.
Oh, sweet.
When Yahweh fed all of the Israelites with this water that they got drunk off of, and we're like, wow, let's call this beer after this
It's a
land.
solid theory.
And they're like, yes.
Yeah. I think if I put together a nice Facebook headline about that, people would believe that was fact.
oh yeah, okay, sure. But people will believe anything these days.
That's
you
how
know?
fake news works. It's like,
Especially
oh,
when it's on Facebook.
it sounds
Just a
cool to
compelling
believe.
headline.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
compelling.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Then sang Israel this song.
Sing it.
Oh, you got to
Sing
sing
it.
You have to.
Spring up well, sing you to it. I don't know if that's the whole song.
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
that's
It's
I think that
hard.
was the whole
It's
song.
spring up well, colon. Or no, semicolon. Sing you to it, colon.
Colon.
So, but then the rest of it doesn't seem very song-like.
No. Okay, the well.
Oh no, actually, you know what? I think this is the rest of the song.
When does the song end?
I think it ends
Can you
at
help me figure out.
from
At 21.
no. From the
You think it keeps going even further?
no. I don't think so. I think it ends in the middle of 18 because in the middle of 18 it suddenly goes back to their like freaking travel plans, and I don't think that's part of the song.
Oh, okay. Like
Oh, I
before
see.
from
Okay.
from
Yes.
the
Okay.
wilderness.
I think the
here's-
song ends at
All right,
poles.
so here's the song.
Okay.
It's like, spring up, well, sing you to it, the well which the princes dug, which the nobles of the people dug, with scepter and with their poles.
Love it.
Great,
What
yeah.
a tune.
There's a little bippity boop bop number there.
I feel like
Top
you gotta like
10.
scat a little bit.
Yeah.
With
With
their poles. Yeah. Okay.
This will be a big hit. We'll put that on our
Yeah,
album, on the
sure.
Drunk Bible Study, the album.
For sure.
Drunk Bible songs.
Drunk Bible songs. That's,
Oh man, I love that
that's
so
really
much.
good.
Spin off.
That's a good spin-off. All right, let us know if you want to hear that spin-off.
Don't give
'cause-
Jason any good ideas.
Yeah,
Don't give just any ideas, period. He's going to take them very seriously.
I love ideas.
Yeah, I know. We know.
From the wilderness, they journeyed to Mattanah, and from Mattanah to Nahaliel, and from Nahaliel to Bamoth, and from Bamoth,
Bamoth.
and from Bamoth to the valley that is in the field of Moab, to the top of Pisgah.
It's Pisgah. but-
Pisgah.
Yeah, okay, I put an extra G in there. To rock the Pisgah,
Exactly.
which looks down on the desert. The top of Pisgah, which I guess is some sort of hill or something.
All right.
Okay. Israel sent messengers to
See what? Who?
it's the people.
It's the
Is
royal
it-
we.
is it-
It's the royal we.
but it's the royal
But, like,
singular.
Yes.
It's probably really one person, but they're not gonna like. They're just like, oh, you represent all of Israel here. Good job.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's Moses, or it's like whoever the new leader is after Aaron,
Which is
Eleazar.
Eleazar.
Azalea.
Not Ezekiel.
Iggy
Azalea.
It is Iggy
Eleazar.
Azalea, from what I've last heard.
Yeah, Iggy Azalea is named after him, of course. Yes.
Cool. Oh,
So Israel sent messengers to Sihon, king of the Amorites, saying, we've been here before too. Let me pass through your land. We will
Nope.
not turn aside into field or into vineyard. We will not drink water of the wells. Drink the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway until we have passed your border.
they're gonna die.
Sihon would not allow Israel to pass through his border, but Sihon gathered all his people together and went out against Israel into the wilderness and came to Jahaz.
Jahaz.
And he fought against Israel. Israel struck him with the edge of the sword.
What? See, it's what the entire all of Israel?
Sort of
Like, what
it's
is
a
this?
Okay,
metaphor.
I'm gonna swing on in with the conspiracy theory.
Please.
Just
please
okay, this has
do.
happened multiple times now, where the story's been, we tried to ask nicely, and they wouldn't, and they attacked us first, then we destroyed them. And I'm like, that's also pretty good PR for if you're a marauding band of like bloodthirsty colonizers
I agree
who
with you.
just want to come in and like take people's land. That it's a nice story to be like, oh yeah, we did try to ask just for passage, and then they didn't want to, and so they gathered all of their people to come fight us.
Basically, they started it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we just had to kill all of their people.
We killed him all. Killed him.
Okay, that was my conspiracy theory contribution of the moment.
Sweet.
What you got?
Oh, I just got the Tyndale translation of that verse.
Let's hear it.
Oh, please.
And Israel smote him with the edge of the sword, and conquered his land from Arnon unto Labak.
What? Lund? Land?
Land, yeah.
Land, yeah. His
Okay.
land.
Sword.
Swerd, spelled Swerde,
Aw.
which is pretty
Swerd.
great. Swerd. Okay, we didn't let him, so they messed him up. Israel struck him with the edge of the sword and possessed his land from the land of Arnon to the Jabbok. To the Jabberwock.
The Jabberwock?
Yeah. Even to the children of Ammon, for the border of the children of Ammon was strong. So they conquered all of it up to the next people who were too strong.
Who are actually badasses.
Yeah, okay, great.
We're like, no, never mind. We're good.
Israel took all these cities, and Israel lived in all the cities of the Amorites.
Okay.
In Heshbon and in all the towns of it. For Heshbon was the city of Sihon, the king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab and taken all of his lands out of his hand, even to the Arnon.
So this land has passed hands a couple times.
Yeah. It seems like that's probably going on a lot in this area
Probably.
here, yeah. Therefore, those who speak in Proverbs say, "Come you to Heshbon, let the city of Sihon be built and established. For a fire is gone out of Heshbon, a flame in the city of Sihon. It has devoured Ar of Moab, the lords of the high places of the Arnon.
What
Woe
is this
to you, Moab."
this witchcraft? I'm
It's a proverb.
epic-
you know? It's
an
a
epic
little,
poem.
Yeah. Woe
a
to
little-
you,
little
Moab.
thing.
You are undone, people of Chemosh. He has given his sons as fugitives, his daughters into captivity, to Sihon, king of the Amorites. We have shot at them. Heshbon,
what?
Shot at them. You know.
Yeah, I know. Shot what?
probably some
Like
arrows.
our lives, ourselves,
spears.
our spirits, it's you're kind of like a, give me a shot at the Sihon, the Amorites.
Oh, I
Give
guess
me
I
a
thought.
Kind of like
moment.
that.
Some kind of Heshbon, even to Dibon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
that classic song by the Killers that was based on the
Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I don't know. I thought that they were like shooting arrows or something at them.
That's what I thought also.
I mean, maybe they were. Probably shooting. Maybe some.
I think they've figured out
Slings?
projectile technology at this point in history.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm sorry. Where was I? Yes, I'm still reading this proverb, I guess. We have shot at them. Heshbon is perished, even to Dibon. We have laid waste, even to Nopha. Which reaches reaches to Medjaba. Thus, I'm assuming that's the end of that proverb. Thus, Israel lived in the end of the end.
Try it again.
One more time.
Whiskey's finally kicking in. Thus, Israel lived in the land of the Amorites.
So they're doing pretty well for themselves. They've just
Yeah.
wiped out a bunch of people and taken a bunch of land.
Like two different lands now in the
Yeah.
same chapter, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Moses sent out to spy out Jazer.
Like Jace, but Jazer.
Moses sent to spy out Jazer, and they took the towns of it and drove out the Amorites who were there. So even more Amorites. Okay. They turned and went up by the way of Bashan, and Og, the king of Bashan, went out against
Og.
them, he and all his people, to battle at Edrei.
Oh, poor Og.
This is very Game
Og.
of Thronesy.
It
It's just like
definitely
name
is.
after name after name of names of kingdoms, of kings, and whatever. Okay. Yahweh said to Moses, "Don't fear him, for I have delivered I have delivered him into your hand, and all his people and his land. And you shall do to him as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived at Heshbon. So they struck him, and his sons, and all his people, until there was none left him remaining.
Dang.
And they possessed his land.
Dang.
So they're just really wending a path of destruction as they go.
Yeah.
I love how Yahweh's just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I delivered him to your hand.
Like,
You're
don't worry,
good.
you have a weapon
you're
of
good.
mass destruction with you.
Yeah. Remember that arc?
Yeah.
Just do a little open.
I just
Don't
had
look
to
at it.
look up the definition of the verb to wend, because Dedeker just used it.
I did.
So it means to go in a specified direction, typically slowly, or by an indirect route.
Well,
I
that's
guess
true.
that kind of fits here. They're trying to
Yeah,
go to
thank
Canaan,
you.
but they're wending around.
I know words,
Yeah.
and I know how to use them.
Cool. No, I'm learning things. You're
So-
really sassing. She said
I
she
don't-
would bring the sass, and
Exactly, because I'm not reading, so I got to bring extra sass to make
Okay,
up for it.
All right.
Let's move
More
on to the next
sass than
chapter.
normal.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
Numbers 22. The children of Israel journeyed. Why is it journeyed?
What do you
Why does
mean? That's journeyed.
Is that
That's
how
a
you-
verb.
Is that how you spell it?
That's how you spell
Yeah.
it. Journeyed. Yeah, journeyed.
I don't know how often I see the word journeyed.
Journey.
Just with the Y in there, it's like weed, yeed. You know what I'm talking about, everyone.
yeah, we're with you.
Yeah. Okay, so they journeyed and encamped in the plains of Moab beyond the Jordan at Jericho. Like that, wasn't that like a...
Wait for it.
What was that?
Yeah.
I know that it was in a famous video game that Jason and I both played called...
What? Jericho?
No,
in
remember?
Detroit Become Human, right?
Yes.
That's their like secret base is called Jericho.
I see.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure there was a TV show called Jericho.
There was,
well,
yes.
It's a biblical reference.
Also that there's also a Jericho in boy, I don't remember. There's some city in the United States named Jericho.
What?
Jericho's
like in Texas or something?
Jericho is going to become
Something like
much more
that.
important later on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, isn't it in the book of Joshua?
Yeah, something like that. I'm pretty sure it
Okay.
is.
Okay. Yeah.
So Balak, Balak, Balak,
Let's call
okay.
it Balak.
Balak, the son of Zippor, like Zipper, but Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. Moab was sore afraid of the people because there were many sore
Yeah.
afraid.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Moab was distressed because of the children of Israel.
Yeah, we would all be.
Yeah.
I get that too.
It would be quite
Moab
vexing.
said, right? I know. He said to the elders of Midian, "Now will this multitude lick up all that is round about us as the ox licks up the grass of the field?"
Is that how oxen lick? Do they lick up grass? Is that how
I
that
mean,
works?
the tongue is involved. I think they do a mix of licking and chewing the same as humans when we eat our food.
But I wouldn't
you know?
I would feel like I would bite grass and pull it
Bite
up
grass
and
and
not
pull it and then
lick it up.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that you're right about that.
This one might be
Not
another
just licking it.
a good note to send in. To just be like, hey, like oxen don't lick up grass.
Well, maybe that was just the metaphor that, the original writers decided to use. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's what Moab said. Maybe they're trying to point out the fact that Moab doesn't know how oxen work because he's the
Yeah.
king and never deals
So
with them.
privileged, he's never
Yeah.
really
That's
had
true.
to
That's
deal
a
with
great
it.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Balak, the son of Zipper, was king of Moab at the
Oh
time.
yeah, I forgot to tell you right at the top of this.
Yeah,
but
we've been talking about this guy.
Yeah.
This is who it was.
So he's king. Yeah. Okay. So he sent messengers to Balaam, the
Balaam.
son of Balaam, the son of Beor, to Pethor, which is by the river, to the land of the children of this people, to call him, saying, "Behold, there is a people come out from Egypt. Behold, they cover the surface of the earth, and they abide over against me."
Yeah. So
Okay.
so he's calling for reinforcements from the son of Beor to Pethor.
Cool. Beor to Pethor. Cool. Okay. Please come now, therefore curse me this people, for they are too mighty for me. Peradventure?
What? Peradventure? Is that a word? An actual?
Peradventure.
Is that a real word? Peradventure.
I don't know, lady.
I
Is
don't know.
it?
You're the one who knows all the freaking words.
Shoot,
Exactly.
I did make that claim,
it
didn't
means
I?
perhaps.
What?
Peradventure,
Excuse me?
I'm not as wealthy as he is.
Are
the
you
example sentence.
serious?
Is it still something that's used now?
It's archaic and humorous, according to this.
I
Peradventure.
suppose you're right about both of those
Oh
things.
gosh, I really wish we'd been keeping a running list of all the words
All
and
the
turn
good
of phrase we
words,
want to
yeah.
incorporate into our daily lives, because this definitely makes the list.
Well, what we're gonna compass around things, and peradventure. Mm-hmm. Let's see. It either means like a chance or a sense
It's
of,
like
or
perchance.
perhaps, like perchance, yeah. Or it means doubt.
Okay.
So the example sentence is a fact established beyond peradventure.
Wow.
Okay.
Such knowledge. Okay. Let's keep going.
Peradventure.
Peradventure, I shall prevail, that we may strike them, and that I may drive them out of the land. For I know that he whom you bless is blessed, and he whom you curse is cursed.
So
Who's
he's
he
calling
talking to?
Balaam to come with the reinforcements. Yes?
Cool. Yeah.
Right. And saying like you're cool because I know you can curse people, so so come help
Let's
me
do
out.
this.
Yeah. Okay.
Come curse some people with me. Okay.
I have a feeling this
So-
isn't going to go very well for them.
No, of course not. The elders of Moab and the elders of Midian, Midian, departed with rewards of divination in their hand, and they came to Balaam and spoke him
Balaam.
the word Balaam
Sorry,
and spoke him the word.
I am correcting you because this is a famous story and everyone pronounces it as Balaam, and I want people to be able to recognize the story.
Everyone does.
Everyone does, Emily. Everyone.
Balaam.
Keep going.
Balaam, and spoke him the words of. Is it Balak?
I don't know that part. I only know about Balaam. Just keep going.
I'm going to say that one is Balak, because I'm from Arizona and we would say it like that. Balak. He said to them, Lodge here this night, and I will bring you word again, as Yahweh shall speak to me. And the princes of Moab alongside with
What?
Balaam? Abode. What? Abode with Balaam? Balaam? Damn it. Balaam. God came to Balaam and said, What men are these with you?
Mm-hmm.
Balaam said to God, Wait, God? Why not Yahweh? Why Yahweh and then God? Why?
I mean, I feel like they are referring to the same person, but
Yeah,
it's
it
maybe an
seems like-
indicator
Okay, I'm
that,
also confused that Balaam is in good with Yahweh.
yeah,
when
this is really
it
confusing.
seems like he doesn't
Random.
belong to Israel, but like he's friends with Moab, but still he talks to Yahweh. We're gonna have to look that
And now
up.
Balaam is the king, or he's just some
No,
guy?
no. Balak is the king. Balak sent word
sent
to
messengers to
Balaam.
Balaam.
It was like, hey,
So
help me
Balak's
out.
the king. Who's Balaam? Balaam.
Balaam is the son
Balaam.
of Beor, obviously.
Duh. They're all B names. I should know them so well.
Right. But okay, so he's the one who he's like, when you curse people, they're really cursed. So
Yes.
he like identifies him, I think, as some kind of holy.
Maybe Balaam is a wizard,
Yeah, some kind of holy person or wizard or a paladin or a
but
cleric
he's
or
friends with
something.
Yahweh. He speaks to Yahweh.
Yeah, it seems to, which
Yeah.
is interesting.
Okay.
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 Okay. Where am I?
So God came to Balaam and said, what men are these with you? And then verse 10.
God came to Balaam and said, What men are these with you? Balaam said to God, Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, has sent to me, saying, Behold, the people that has come out of Egypt, it covers the surface of the earth now.
Oh,
Come
direct
curse
quote
me them.
repetition, and we got a drink for that.
For repetition,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Now come curse me them. I like
So
this turn
come
of phrase.
curse me them. Peradventure, I shall be able to fight against them and shall drive them out.
Okay.
What?
So that perhaps I shall be able to fight against them and shall drive them out.
Yes.
That's the message from Balak, the son of Zippor, king of Moab, through Balaam
to Yahweh,
who is some sort of holy person who knows Yahweh, but is not an Israelite.
Yeah,
The plot thickens here, because we've been under the impression that Moses is the only person speaking to Yahweh, and all of a sudden we have someone who's not even part of the tribe of Israel talking to God directly.
Okay, I'm just going to write down for the bonus content, what the hell is up with Balaam?
Yeah.
We got to get some backstory on this dude.
Yeah. I feel like, it's kind of oppressive, though. Like, God doesn't even talk to his own people except for one dude. But, like, when he's in negotiations with, like, a warring tribe, he's like, yeah, I'll talk to you. It's fine. Come here.
Well, so I wonder, though, if, like, maybe Yahweh.
That's, there you go.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Maybe Yahweh has other peoples besides the Israelites.
That seems to be the implication.
That he's also hanging out with and talking to.
The Israelites are not the only people who worship Yahweh.
They're just the ones who happen to write this particular book that we're reading.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Dang, that's mind-blowing evidence right there. Not evidence per se, but just
implication.
Yeah, but they knew about it because they did write it in their book. So they knew that Yahweh was speaking to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is really interesting. Okay, I haven't been this excited in a while.
However, but if you also have a belief that Yahweh is like the one true God who is all powerful, then it shouldn't surprise you that much that even if that Yahweh would still be powerful enough to speak to these people.
But we know, though, that at this time there are other people worship other gods.
Yes.
So the fact that there's someone else in a totally different tribe who's worshiping their same god, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder, maybe he's related somehow, actually? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm excited to look that up later.
Am I on 12, 13?
Yes. You're on 12.
You're on 12, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so God said to Balaam, "You shall not go with them. You shall not curse the people, for they are blessed."
Oh, snap.
Balaam rose up in the morning and said to the princes of Balak, princes, like two princes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. "Get you into your land, for Yahweh refuses to give me leave to go with you." The princes of Moab rose up and they went to Balak and said, "Balaam refuses to come with us." Balak said yet again, "Princes more and more honorable than they."
Balak's like, okay, I'm just going to send better princes.
Wait, what?
And Balak sent yet again princes, more and more
honorable than they. I see.
Just
more
better
princes.
Quality princes.
Yeah.
I see. Okay,
higher ranking
cool.
princes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so they came to Balaam. Balaam.
Damn
it. Balaam. I will... Okay, Balaam. Balaam.
Like a bale of hay. Balaam.
Oh, like a bale of hay. Thanks. Thank you. You should have said that before. Yep. Like a bale of hay. They came to the bale of hay and said to him, "Thus says Balak, the son of Zippor, please let nothing hinder you from coming to me, for I will promote you to very great honor, and whatever you say to me, I will do. Please come, therefore, and curse this people for me."
Okay, so now Balak is really
bribing him.
Yes, he's like, "No, seriously, dude. I'll give you whatever you want. I'll give you all the promotions. Just, you got to come curse these people, seriously."
Seriously, though. No jokesies this time, really.
So Balaam answered the servants of Balak, "If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I can't go beyond the word of Yahweh my God to do less or more." Wait, so Yahweh is Balaam's God?
That seems to be the case.
Yeah, that's what we're getting
Interesting. So now, therefore, please wait also here this night, that I may know what Yahweh will speak to me more.
This guy clearly didn't speak English as his first language here.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that meant, but I'm like, cool.
So he's like, "Hang out, though. Stay here tonight because God might speak to me again."
And I don't know, maybe tomorrow night he'll be like, "Yeah, sure. Screw him."
Yeah, you're right, maybe,
whatever you want, man. So God came to Balaam at night and said to him, "If the men are come to call you, rise up, go with them, but only the word which I speak to you, that shall you do."
Okay, so Yahweh's like, all right, fine. You can go with them, but just do what I'm going to tell you.
Okay. So Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his donkey and went with the princes of Moab. God's anger was kindled because he went.
What?
And the
Okay, hold on.
What?
What?
Yahweh.
Wait,
Okay.
yeah, what's going on here?
Also, why are we referring to Yahweh and God in the same sentence with two different names?
Because you just got to deal with it, is why.
Yeah, it is interesting, though, that they're being used interchangeably now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like now after all this time?
Yeah, like normally it's kind of varied by book, which name tended to get used more. So this is interesting that now we're
Could be a
we're
different
switching back
translator
and forth
that
a lot.
took over this section.
What was the verse where it went back and forth between the two different names?
22.
Yeah, 22.
It was 22. I'm just curious if another translation might give us the real names here. You know, like what would be a good one for this? The complete Jewish Bible says, but God's anger flared up because he went, and the angel of Adonai stationed himself on the path to bar his way. So Adonai is the one they're calling Yahweh,
Interesting.
Okay.
and God, they're saying God.
Huh.
Okay.
That's curious.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
What about in the NIV? Are they like the Lord and what?
Lord. Let's see. Yeah, they say, but God was very angry when Balaam went, so the angel of the Lord stood in the road to oppose him.
Okay, see, there you go.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
okay.
That I don't understand why they change it. No freaking clue.
No idea.
Okay. So let's see. Where am I? God's anger was okay. He was okay. So God's anger is kindled because he went, and the angel of Yahweh placed himself in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding on his donkey, and his two servants were with him. The donkey saw the angel of Yahweh standing in the way.
Was like,
with the
no.
nay. Yeah, or I guess they go, eon, yeah. So the donkey saw the angel of Yahweh standing in the way with the sword drawn in his hand, and the donkey turned aside out of the way and went in the field.
The donkey's like,
into
hell
the field.
no.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, I ain't no ass. No, I don't know. Yeah. He was like, I'm getting out of here. And the donkey turned aside out of the way and went into the field, and Balaam
Good job.
Good, yeah.
struck the no. I'm very angry about this animal abuse. Balaam struck the donkey to turn her into the way.
She's like, oh, dang it.
He's like, no, go back.
Yeah. Then the angel of Yahweh stood in a narrow path between the vineyards, a wall being on the side and a wall being on that side. Okay, a wall being on this side and a wall being on that side. Okay,
got
like
it.
vineyard walls, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
The donkey saw the angel of Yahweh, and she thrust herself to the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he struck her again. Ugh.
Jeez. This is a weird story, by the way.
Yeah, this is very strange, Dedeker. The angel of Yahweh went further and stood in a narrow place where there was no way to turn either to the right hand or to the left. The donkey saw the angel of Yahweh, and she lay down under Balaam, and Balaam's anger was kindled, and he struck the donkey with his staff. Whoa. Yahweh opened the mouth of the donkey, and she said to Balaam, "What have I done to you that you have struck me these 3 times?"
And Balaam was like, holy poop.
Yeah.
Wow, wait a minute. So Yahweh made the donkey talk to him?
It seems to imply to me that Balaam didn't see this angel, that only the donkey could
It
do
seems
it.
that way.
Yeah, because like,
So from Balaam's perspective, this donkey just like turns off the road. This donkey out of nowhere crashes his foot into the wall and then just like lays down.
Right. So he's definitely frustrated.
Right. But now the donkey's talking to him.
yeah, and Balaam's like, Balaam said to the donkey, "Because you have mocked me, I would there were a sword in my hand, for now I had killed you."
Jeez, what a mean guy.
He is a mean guy. The donkey said to Balaam, "Am I not your donkey on which you have ridden all your life long to this day?" Oh my God, I'm going to cry. "Was I ever wont to do so to you?" And he said, "No." Then Then Yahweh opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of Yahweh standing in the way with his sword drawn in his hand, and he bowed his head and fell on his face.
Nice.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course.
God,
Nice.
it's a classic move. That's how you know he knows Yahweh, because he knows to fall
I do
on his
love,
face.
though, he doesn't fall on his face when the donkey starts talking to him.
Right.
The donkey starts talking to him, he's just like, okay, whatever, I'll carry on this conversation, and I'll threaten
He's
this
like,
donkey.
because
I don't care if you're
were
talking.
being a poopy head. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
The angel of Yahweh said to him, "Why have you struck your donkey these 3 times? Behold, I am come forth for an adversary, because your way is perverse before me. And the donkey saw me and turned aside before me these 3 times. Unless she had turned aside from me, surely now I had even slain you and saved her alive."
Okay, hang on. I'm confused because Yahweh was like, okay, go ahead,
I know,
go with these
that's-
dudes,
yeah.
but just listen to what I say. And then he actually goes, and then Yahweh's angry. It's definitely kind of like that situation where you're like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, do whatever you want. Yeah, no, do whatever you want. But it's not actually fine for them to do whatever they want. I've definitely pulled this move. And then,
Yeah,
like,
I just experienced this move recently.
Oh.
well,
Yeah.
I guess I can relate to Yahweh a little bit in
Yeah.
this situation.
And basically, Dedeker was like, "You're lucky that your donkey turned aside, because I would have killed you."
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's not how it went down.
That's pretty much how it went down.
Dang. Oh, okay. So Balaam said to the angel of Yahweh, "I have sinned, for I didn't know that you stood in the way against me. Now, therefore, if it displease you, I will get me back again." The angel of Yahweh said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak to you, that you shall speak."
And Balaam's like, yeah, that's exactly what you told me.
I
Yeah.
wonder if
In
this
my
is one of those
dream.
cases where the story got kind of told out of order. That maybe he just went with them,
Oh.
and then either someone later rewrote it.
Okay,
to
no,
be
no,
like,
no. Someone was
that would
telling.
be too disobedient.
Yeah, someone
of
was
him.
telling the story, and then they're like, "Oh, wait, sorry, I messed it up at the beginning. He just left the cave. Yahweh didn't tell him that. Then Yahweh told
Then he
him,
tells-
yeah,
yeah,
you can
yeah,
go. Like, yeah,
but it got,
Okay.
but it was too
but
late.
it got written down. Yeah.
The angel of Yahweh said to Balaam, "Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak to you, that you shall speak." So Balaam went with the princes of Balak. When Balak heard that Balaam was come, he went out to meet him to the city of Moab, which is on the border of the Arnon, which is in the utmost part of the border.
That's near where
Balak-
the Israelites were, right?
I believe so.
I believe they were on the other side of the Arnon.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah.
So Balak said to Balaam, "Balaam, didn't I earnestly send you to call you? Why didn't you come to me? Am I not able to intend to promote you
Nope,
to honor?
Try again.
Am I not able indeed to promote you to honor?" Balaam said to Balak, I'm sorry, these are
I
not,
know,
they,
I
They're
know.
not easy.
God
Yeah.
know,
couldn't
I
have,
know.
like, whoever decided to write this story couldn't have been like, yeah, their names are different.
We'll
They're
call this
different.
one Steve. and
Balaam said to Steve,
and Bob said to Steve, "Behold."
"Behold, I have come to you. Have I now any power at all to speak anything? The word that God puts in my mouth, that shall I speak." Balaam went to Balak, and they came to
You can do it.
Kiriath Huzoth.
Good.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, okay. Balak sacrificed oxen and sheep and sent to Balaam and to the princes who were with him. Wait, sent to them? What do you mean sent to them?
Yeah, I don't know. That's just confusing.
Yeah.
Or like called to him, I
Called
guess.
to them. Yeah. Sent some
okay.
messengers to them.
All right.
Yeah.
It happened in the morning that Balak took Balaam and brought him up into the high places of Baal, and he saw from there the utmost part of the people.
Oh, cliffhanger.
I see, because he went up to the high places and they were there on the other side, right? So he
I
saw the
see.
utmost part of this huge tribe, I guess.
And meaning that
guess.
what he's seeing is the tribe of Israel?
I think that's what he's saying. Yeah.
all the
Okay,
Israelites.
Okay.
What a great cliffhanger.
I know.
Good job,
Is
Bible.
it? I don't know that it is. I mean, I guess it is. Sure, fine. I'll give you that. I'm sorry. This was a difficult chapter to read.
Yeah,
Everyone was the same. I enjoyed the donkey part, except for the fact that the donkey got kicked.
But it was cool, though, that Yahweh was like, dude, what's wrong with you?
I
Why did you
appreciate
do
that
this?
You're
God
only
was
supposed
like,
to horrifically slaughter particular like lambs and
You only do it
and
when you're killing them
rams.
for me.
Yes,
Otherwise,
no.
be cool. I guess, yeah, you're right. I guess that's
yeah,
the
I mean, that
message
was
here.
interesting. Like, God is like all about animal rights until, you sacrifice them for him.
Then it's a sweet
Then
savor and then
all
it's
bets are
delicious.
off.
But you don't beat them
Yes.
for the sacrifices.
Yeah.
So, maybe that's it. He's like, dude, no, either you're going to kill it outright, like I was going to do to you,
Or you're going to love it.
or you don't beat it. Yeah, you love it.
Or you're going to
Exactly.
love him and care for him. Because as that donkey said to you, like, I've been carrying your ass around all day long for years.
This ass has been carrying your ass.
Correct. Exactly. So, like, WTF.
She's like, quit it, please.
Yeah, exactly. No, I get that.
Aw.
Wow. Well, that was interesting. I apologize. I feel like I just was like all over the place on that one. It was very difficult to read.
It was a confusing story. It definitely seemed like whoever the original storyteller was maybe not the best storyteller. Kind of got
Well,
some
I have
details
to ask,
confused, some repetition.
I mean, Dedeker, you said that you knew of this story. So was it, I'm assuming that all of these stories are taught to you all, like out there in Bible land, that, when you go to the amusement park Bible land and learn of all these stories, that it's taught to you in like a really fun way, maybe?
Well, I think this story of the talking donkey gets taught because it is a very like Disney movie kind of scene, where the donkey just like starts talking. It is kind of very fantastical in a way that we haven't seen quite up to this point, because up to this point it's been a lot of like fantastical in the sense of like destroying a lot of people with fire, and fantastical in the sense of I'm going to send a ton of frogs. Like there's less of this whimsical, an animal started talking. So
Ooh, yeah.
I think that's why it gets taught to little kiddies.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Because honestly, before reading this today, I couldn't have told you what actually happened in this story. All I know is like, a guy named Balaam, God wanted him to do something and he didn't do it. And so then God made his donkey talk to him and tell him to do it. That was my version of that I remembered of the story. And clearly the details are a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, that's fascinating.
Can I tell you the real reason why Dedeker remembered this story?
What is that?
Why?
The real reason, and this is something that people have mentioned to us, that they've been looking forward to this section of the Bible on our podcast.
This literal section?
This section.
Really?
Because
Yes, okay, all right.
in the King James Version, this donkey is called an ass instead.
Yeah.
And verse 28 says, and the Lord opened the mouth of the ass, which makes every teenager in Bible study
Also, every 6-year-old, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
the talking
them all
ass.
just die.
It's true. That is definitely another kind of pro point of this story, is that you get to talk about a talking ass. So
Yeah. And here's another one. Verse 30 says, and the ass said unto Balaam, am I not thine ass?
And Balaam's like, I suppose you are. I'm sorry.
And then another one, wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass these 3 times?
that is pretty funny. Okay.
So this
All right,
is why
fine,
it's truly
fine.
memorable, in my
I
opinion.
get it.
I guess
Yeah,
the inner
I mean,
6-year-old
that
is
part
still
was
there.
funny. That
Yeah.
part was good. I enjoyed that very much. But yeah, the rest of it, I was kind of like, Balak, Balaam, Bale, what are we saying here? All right, well.
Maybe we should have switched to King James for that section, so
man.
we could have listened to the talking ass.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that the world hopefully listened and read along in the King James Bible with us. But anyways, we will come back at you with some bonus episode content. We're going to talk a little bit more about the things that we discovered today, and we hope to see you there on the next episode. Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including ad-free episodes, early releases, personal toasts on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes or Stitcher, letting other people know what you think about it. Find us on Twitter at DrunkBibleCast, on Instagram at DrunkBibleStudy, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Dedeker Winston, Jace Lindgren, and me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. Our theme song for the Book of Numbers is Motivator by Kevin MacLeod. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.